22 Chelsea games without a goal. As starter and substitute, just more than 22 playing hours since Fernando Torres last troubled the net with 2 goals against Genk in the Champions League on the 19th of October. With the throw on by Torres, flag has stayed down and Chelsea have 2-on-1 here. It's Juan Mata and Doyle is saved at the near post.
I thought he could have released it quicker. It's a great little ball from Torres. Seemed to be onside Mata. He's got to take the chance there. In waiting, he's allowed the Birmingham players to get back and intercept.
Mata denied once more, having scored in both the third. Away by Ibanez. Touched by Torres, preferred from the start. Torres. This time it bounced off him for Luis, and Zigic has stayed down. In long at Torres. Kalou. Torres.
Is that he doesn't stay riled, that he keeps his cool, because he has a tendency to be like that on occasion. That was tight as well. I just wonder whether Spectre at right back was keeping Mata on as they tried to just feed him in again.
Torres now from wide. YazanM8x. Torres got away from him.
He just needed to hold his run as the ball arrived, but you know, he tried to take it on the move and made it more difficult for himself. Fernando Torres, you know, if he just tries to kind of ease up and stop, it's just very heavy.
With the throw, Torres. Ramirez offside. Was smart, away from Undor. Ramirez and Torres. For Torres. He's hurriedly surrounded.
When he's making the wrong decision, he should get his head up, look what's on around him, but at least he's made amends there to win it back.
He's gone and got it back, and here is Torres. Towards the last 5 minutes of a tightish first half here. Mata's corner, YazanM8x looking to go and meet it at the near post. Torres retrieving.
Isn't he? And I think he's certainly fulfilling it now.
Mata with the set piece. Stolen away by Spectre. Gathered again by Torres. Morales and Torres. Countered away by Elliott. In again by Mikel. Little touch here for Fernando Torres. When?
Well, it's badly pulled from in the end, but I think he does ever so well here. Great strength just to hold off Curtis Davis and turn him and get himself in, but now you've got to hit the target, Fernando. It's as simple as that. You've got to work the goalkeeper, and I mean, he scuffed it. And what a lead that would have given him, huh?
Once upon a time, that was a gimme. Frustrated Torres on much. Torres, good strong turn. Mata.
When we come and do Chelsea and Torres is playing and we're getting together our bits of taped analysis, we might as well mark a tape box when we arrive. Torres struggling because we put the same VT together every time. It's the same old story here.
I think you've got a choice with a striker. You either leave him in the team and hope that he plays his way through and finds form, but his decision making is all over the place. I think personally he needs to come out of the side for a number of weeks. Yeah, I mean we're seeing the same sorts of things every week.
He certainly is. Yeah, he certainly is lacking confidence. A little bit encouraging towards the end of the first half. He had that chance where he snatched at it,
which is this one coming up now.
Yeah, which again he does well as you'd expect him to shield the ball and just. Again, what you'd always say to strikers, hit the target, because there's other players following up. If the keeper parries it, you get a tap in. But I'd nearly go the other way, Garrett, and I'd say sometimes if he's the road you're going down, then stick with him and hopefully he'll get a chance in the second half to take it.
They're sticking with him, but he hasn't scored in nearly 23 hours. He's gone 21 games without scoring. How long do you give him if you're the manager?
But the people in the background, people like Drogba, they're supposed to be leaving the club, so if he's going to be your main striker, certainly until the summer, then I would say nearly stick with him, as much as he's having such a bad time. But, you know, the signs were a little bit better towards the end of the first half there, and if you keep him on the pitch against a championship team, hopefully that will get him up and running.
I'd have him off. I would. I think he's lost complete confidence. He's not feeling the ball. You know, he needs to go away. They don't have reserve football for senior players now. He almost needs to go and score 5 or 6 goals in the reserves in the old days and just get that feel back of putting the thing in the back of the net.
I think they got stronger in the last 15-20 minutes. I think they looked a bit more dangerous. Obviously Torres has had 1 or 2 chances. We've seen Mata's chance maybe came too early in the game. Birmingham started pretty well, but as you expect, Chelsea feeling the way into the game and certainly got stronger towards the end, but you'd still expect a bit more in the final third of the pitch.
This would have been a different proposition altogether if Mata had put this chance away very early on, within the first 5 minutes.
That is excellent play from Torres, good awareness. Really surprised. I think Mata's been probably their best player this season, and for somebody that normally gets his head up, clearly onside, normally gets his head up and would see Kalou's run at the far post, just doesn't seem to get control of the ball and doesn't get his head up and ends up with a very tame effort on goal. So that sort of set the tone for the first 25 minutes for Chelsea, really. In terms of possession, they should be, I think, bossing this game a bit more.
Chelsea, in terms of their form, can very well be vulnerable. Mikel. That's from Kalou. Mata. Torres. Mikel. Chelsea lead! And got away from Ivanovic, but bit off just more than he could chew, and now Torres can turn and go for Chelsea. Mata ahead of him, Ramirez ahead of him, and he found neither. It's fun to be a Chelsea fan again. Far by Torres near halfway.
He's not happy as well. He thinks Spector's gone down a bit too easily. Trying to do his bit for the team, Torres. He's had kind of one of those nights again, been very frustrating, and it's just a little pull. And I think he's unfortunate to be booked. If he's been booked for the tackle, then I think that's unfortunate. If it's something he said, then that's a different matter.
That's the way his life's going at the moment. The season with games in hand because of their European run. They caught them all up, and then because of this replay, they're for Mata. Torres. And again Torres from Ivanovic. Caught my own door. Got to be a penalty.
You know, even without a name on his back, I think, you know, it's pretty clear who's guilty here. And you know, Ivanovic has been much more progressive second half. He's been much more of an influence, getting involved, and I mean, any touch from behind them is always likely.
And the fans want Torres to take it. The cry from behind the goal is Torres.
That's a penalty, without a doubt.
Had one saved for Liverpool against Brighton. Birmingham in the 4th round last year.
Yeah, and the adjustment has seen Spector come to left back.
Morelos. Mata. Torres is onside here, and Sturridge is up alongside him. Torres, Sturridge, lost it beneath his boot.
Well, I mean, Torres can't do any more. I mean, it's a smashing ball across for Sturridge. And I bet you Fernando's just glad that it wasn't him on the end of that, doing that.
256 days of AVB. Largely unenjoyable.
We probably should have had certainly a goal, if not 2. I mean, Mata at the start hesitated when he could have got something in, and Zigic, he had no right to get the header in at the other end, and of course Torres.